It is another brand new week, and welcome to another brand new episode of our weekly devotion with yours truly. Today is Valentine's Day, and love is in the air. Everywhere I look around. Okay, I should give up my singing career. Even though we believe that love should be spread and celebrated every day, unfortunately, we don't always remember to do that. So on this dedicated day, let's go above and beyond in expressing our love for our family, our friends, and of course, our significant other. So in my devotion this week, I want to outline the 5 rules that will lead to lasting love and how you can cultivate them to benefit your relationships. All right, using the acronym RULES, R-U-L-E-S, here they are. Number 1, R, reach up together, reach upwards together. Since then, Colossians chapter 3 verses 1 and 2 said, you have been raised with Christ. Set your hearts on things above where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things above, not on earthly things. All right. Now, using my fingers here as illustration, my thumb is how I interact with others. So this is where we give people thumbs up or thumbs down. Yeah. And my index finger is my interaction with God. So every time I relate with people, this is what I do. My relationship with God is important, and my relationship with others are just as important. So I have to be mindful that, especially with the people that I love, I need to be positive with them. At the same time, I need to connect with God all the time. And so because I represent Christ, I receive the blessings of God so that I can give out the blessing here. Love in Christian form is triangulated. God is in the center of all our relationship. And this is our relationship with one another. And if each of us have that personal relationship with God, this is what glue us together. We may disagree with one another from time to time, but as long as we have that personal relationship with God, He will put all things together. And that is why it is important for us to be equally yoked. Triangulation. Number 2, you. We need to understand each other together. The skill of understanding one another help us predict what our partner might feel or think in a particular situation. Now, without that understanding, it may lead to many misunderstandings. Such skill of understanding requires active listening abilities. Stephen Covey defines this as the 5th habit in his best-selling book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He said it is critical to first seek to understand, then to be understood. We need to do this together, not just one person seek to understand and the other person want to be understood altogether. So we got to do this together. Seeking real understanding affirms the other person and what they have to say. And that's what they want. That's what we all want too. We all want to be understood. We all want to be valued. We all want to be affirmed. Well, the scripture in James tells us, be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to anger. Let's do this together. Quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to anger. L in the acronym RULES, here it says, let's laugh together. Laugh together, laugh. Laughter is the closest distance between two people. Many of us would probably agree that laughter brings us closer to one another. Whether we are joking with our spouse or laughing with others during a night out with friends. What Sarah Agoy, a social psychologist from the University of Virginia, shared that shared laughter signals that we see the world in the same way. And that's so important because perceived similarity ends up being an important part of the story of relationships. Agoy further suggests that relationship partners may want to find opportunities to laugh together in order to boost closeness, especially before having difficult or conflict-prone conversation. Proverbs chapter 17 verse 22 says, a joyful heart is good medicine. You know, a joyful heart is also good medicine for conflict between partners. Number 4, endure tough times together. Tough times are inevitable. Going through tough times are tough, as the term says, and can be challenging. But weathering the storm together as a couple will give us the impetus and the strength to bounce back, and the momentum will then carry us forward. Having a partner that affirms that we are in this together spirit will help strengthen the bond, which can be extremely powerful. Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verses 9 to 12 says, two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and have no one to help them. Also, if two lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of three strings is not quickly broken. Number 5, we need to spend time together. So often in marriage, despite our best effort and the dream of spending the rest of our lives together doesn't always match the reality. We all know that. We get distracted with work and children and other commitments. So time together, particularly quality time, can often end up being pretty scarce. Now, being able to spend quality time together is important for a strong marriage or partnership, not least because it gives us the chance to talk. Whether we go for a long walk or a quick coffee, the key thing is that we have the opportunity to communicate with each other. Now, that doesn't mean that we must always have that deep conversation whenever we have that elusive quality time together. But just having time out together can make all the difference to the quality of our relationship. Hebrews chapter 10 verse 25 encourage us to meet together as often as we can. And so as we meet together, we need to encourage one another. So these are my 5 rules for building lasting relationship or marriages. RULES. Number 1, reach upwards together, reach up together. Remember the triangulation. Number 2, understand each other together. Number 3, love together, endure tough times together, spend time together. Learn this, keep this, practice them as often as you can. All right? So once again, happy Valentine's Day, and hey, have a great week ahead. Ciao and blessings.